Hey guys, this is NHSDL6. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Genealogy: The Holy War. Last time, we got Lady Ideen out of the forest, we almost got Dew out of the forest, and we were on our way to recruiting Ira. Recruiting Ira is one of the most difficult things to do in this game, and the way to do it is in this order. There are 3 axe fighters over here in front of Genoa. You must lure them away, you must kill the captain, seize Genoa, and then afterwards, talk to Ira. In doing so, you'll recruit her. She's a Myrmidon, and she's quite good. So first things first, this guy has a hand axe, and if you lure Sigurd into his range, he'll come after you. So that's pretty nice. Dew is a good person to use as a bit of a chipper. He can take, I mean, he's only doing 1 damage apiece, but, you know, it's nice to continue doing little bits of damage at a time. And he's got good growths, but you'll be lucky if you ever see those. The one thing that's annoying is that that captain is really strong and really hard to kill. So I'm sure that he will give you plenty of problems, as he has with me. But then again, who knows? Maybe not. Maybe you'll get lucky. So anyway, I'm going to spend this turn healing. There is a special conversation that can happen between Ideen and Ethlin, but that is of lesser importance right now than building my defensive wall. You need to make sure that your characters are healed up well, because these axe fighters will do a pretty hefty amount of damage to your lance users. That level up sucked, as to be expected. So just make sure that your units are healed. The one that maybe you can worry about the least amount is probably Lex, I'd say, because Lex has got pretty good defense, and he's got ambush, so at any time he gets below half health, he's going to be attacking first, and usually that's going to be on a counterattack. So if he's attacking on a counterattack, the enemy should be weakened to an extent, and shouldn't be too difficult for you to kill. So I'm going to plant him right here, I'm going to plant Quan right here, and hopefully that will be good enough for now. Midir will be hanging out here on these trees with Lady Ideen, because they are now paired for loving. If at any time you have an impromptu optional conversation like that between Ideen and Midir, which could have also taken place between Azel and Ideen, then you'll be given lover points. I think it starts you out with 100, and you need 500 for them to become lovers. Anytime that they're next to one another, they'll build some lover points. I'm not exactly sure how what the numeration is for that, but that's how it's supposed to work in this game. It's kind of similar to support, so probably, although you'll never see this in the recordings, at the end of the chapter, before things are done, I'll probably just burn off maybe 10 to 15 turns just trying to build supports between the 2 of them, because it's the easiest way to do it, and they've already got the conversation going, so I figured, you know, why not? It's kind of how you have to do supports anyway, so if that's how things are supposed to be, then you just gotta go by the book, I suppose. So I don't think Dew actually is pretty handy right here. He's blocking that captain. The captain's got a 5% chance to hit him now, so it's even worse than it was before. And he's just gonna keep chipping away. My goal is to get rid of that captain soon, because that captain is very tough to deal with. He's making me quite frustrated. Alright. So once you get close enough to Genoa, Ira is going to give that little bit of dialogue, and coming out, she'll go after whoever is in range, which in this case happens to be Alec. So he is going to be our bait. Alec is good to bait Ira, because Ira has Astra, which, if those of you who have played Fire Emblem 9 or 10, Astra is a skill that nets you 5 attacks at half power for each one. However, in this game things are a little different. Instead of being at half power, she's going to be doing 5 attacks at full power. So that can be really dangerous, and if you're not careful, she could easily kill one of your units if that triggers. I think it's called Meteor Sword in this game, though. But beyond that, Alec has Nihil, or Nihil? I'm not sure. But he has that, and that should give him the ability to evade Let's see if we... Okay, we're just out of range. That should give him the ability to negate her attack. So while Do is chipping off at that captain, I'm going to use this ranged attack. Hopefully should have 2 shots at him. Okay, so we missed the second. That's okay. We got the first. 1 of 2 isn't bad. But that captain is very dangerous and can be very troublesome if you're not careful. So instead, I'm just going to tighten my defensive wall here. Hopefully Do can hang tight for us. I think he'll be alright. While the rest of everybody catches him. My goal is to get Noish in here soon. He's about a turn away from being able to join us right there. So he probably won't be able to attack. Instead, he's just going to hang out there. He'll join us the next turn. So Quan's going to go ahead and get that kill, which is nice. Hopefully we'll be able to... Yeah, I'm just going to keep him there. I feel like that's the safest spot for now. And I don't know if there's anybody that needs healing yet. But first, I'm going to go ahead and do the conversation between Lady Ideen and Ethlin. If you do this conversation, you can go ahead and name yourself something awesome. You get yourself a return staff. Ideen is going to give that to Ethlin. Our return staff does exactly what it says on the box. So if we check, it says that it returns a unit to the home castle. It's useful because if at any time you find yourself being attacked by enemies near your own castle, you can send somebody back there to defend. I'm going to probably leave Arden at the castle for almost every one of the remaining chapters because he just kind of sucks and isn't really useful. Movement is key here, guys. So instead, I'm going to have him do that for us. But I mean, if it gets to a point where you could run into some danger, you know, you should always have a backup plan. That return staff is super useful for that purpose. Alright, and I wish I knew what the mechanic was for the gold. I don't know. I just want to know where the gold at. So, hopefully on this turn, Ira continues to go after Alec. This guy went after Noish, which is nice. It's one less person that Sigurd has to deal with. And that can give Sigurd more of a clear pathway to go after the boss. Because he needs to kill the captain very, very soon. Because I know for a fact that Alec can't hold out forever against Ira. He can do well, but even on those trees. So after, I think, 2 or 3 turns, Gandalf is going to start sending his men after you from Marfa, which is really annoying because, I mean, I've already got enough on my plate. I'm probably about a turn behind where I should be. I should probably already have these guys cleared out if I knew what I was doing, but I kind of don't. So I'm not sure why that turn took precedence over the other one. That's weird. That was kind of unexpected. I'd really like to see Noish getting some more criticals. That'd be super handy. And I don't know... What is determining this order? This is so weird. It's like some of the guys from outside the castle are taking a turn, and some of the ones in the forest are taking a turn. It's not really making any sense to me. Hopefully we can get rid of this captain on this turn. We should be able to, as long as he doesn't kill Do. Alright, so he's only got 24 HP left. He's going down. Alright, so they're done. This bandit's going to burn another part of the forest, unfortunately. Or not forest, the village. I'm not too concerned about the money, but there is something nice over there. I want it. Alright, so she's going to go after Alec, as I expected her to do. And thankfully, they're just going to do one attack to one another. Unfortunately, her defense is poo. So I'm not sure there's too many more places that we can get Alec to go that he'll be safe from her. But regardless, we got to kill this captain. He's not going to die this turn, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll even be able to have another turn without Ira dying. Hopefully without Alec dying as well. There aren't really too many good spots. Hopefully he doesn't kill her. That's part of what I'm also going to be concerned about. Alright, so first things first, I want to try to kill this captain and get Azel in the mix as well. This guy's got 36 HP. I think Azel might be able to kill this guy. Yeah, he should be able to. I think this guy's got a hand axe, but hopefully he misses. No, he doesn't. That's okay. Hopefully things will go our way. Things aren't really going our way at this point. This episode is chock full of not good things happening to me, that's for sure. Alright, so we're going to be doing... Alright, this guy is dead, for sure. That's nice. Medear's going to get himself some good experience. And a level up. That's good. Hopefully it's laced with skill. Or defense. Great. So I'm going to put him there. Noish can finally complete our defensive wall and kill this guy, I think. Yeah, this guy's gone. Him having a sword is super useful, considering that he's the only one that's actually weapon triangle effective against these brigands. I'm going to move him in 1. I think everybody is doing fine in terms of HP. And I'm going to give Finn another whack at this guy. This captain is so annoying. He's doing 12. Come on, hit him once, please. Ugh. Or a double whiff. That's unfortunate. Let me see. I'm going to park Ethlin next to Quan. If they're next to one another, there's a small chance that they could get what's called a lover's crit. So that gives Quan the potential to critical because he's next to Ethlin. I think that that's the case with any pair of loved units. I'm not exactly sure. I'd like to think that that's how that is, but I'm not entirely certain. I mean, it sounds good. I've seen it happen before, and I think it even happened once in one of my recordings. I'm not sure. It was like a little bubble that popped up. All right, I can live with that. Strength and speed. Boost our evasion a bit. And this way we can pull Quan over here. Gonna have Do once again go after that captain. I think every time that he attacks the captain successfully, he gets 2,000 gold, which is nice. And I doubt that captain's ever going to be able to hit him. So, I'm going to pull Quan over here. Oh, I guess the lover crit thing doesn't really make any sense if he's not going to be next to her, but whatever. Come on, Quan. If you're gonna trigger whatever the skill is that you have, Adept, then make it worthwhile, my friend. All right, well this works out well. We've got Azel next to Medear. And then we can just slide Ideen in between the lover sandwich here. You could use Azel if you want to, but he has a much better partner. Alright. And this is looking a little hairy. We'll see, I don't know. This doesn't look too good. I just got a feeling that... Well, we might be able to kill this guy on his own turn. I don't know if he'll come after us. Well, that's handy that that guy went after us instead of Alec. Sigurd is much more hardy and... Come on, maybe Sigurd will kill this guy on this turn. How much damage is he doing? 16? Alright, so we should be able to seize, and if Ira doesn't kill Alec and vice versa, then we should be able to get her. I'm not really too concerned about her killing us. It's us killing her that I'm worried about. Just please make a good call. Ugh, more jerks to deal with. This is not good. But we do have much better placement than we did before. I wish attack speed was calculated differently in this game. It's so tough to not be able to have all your characters be able to double attack, when you know that if this was any other Fire Emblem game that they would be able to double attack. It's just one of those things where you have to rely on skills instead of just the RNG. I'd rather let the number generator decide my fate than skills. I mean, I guess technically the number generator is responsible for deciding how often your skills trigger, but it's just I just feel like this game, it makes it so slow, you know? Alright, so Dew's gonna get a level up. Hopefully this one's better than the last one. We'll find out. Speed's nice, he doesn't really need it, but you got skill. I guess that's sort of handy, but he is a sword fighter, so I mean, yeah. So those guys are gonna come towards us. Hopefully Ira doesn't kill herself. Okay, so she's smart one on the forest. Please don't kill yourself. Please, Alec, miss. Yes! I think we should get her this time, guys. Holy crap. Oh, don't tell me that he's one away. Don't you dare. Well, regardless, Alec's gonna be out of her range. For certain. I don't think she can come down here, can she? No. He's well out of her range. He's gonna survive. She's not gonna be able to get to him. But we still have to seize the castle this turn, so regardless, we're seizing. That sounds bad. We're having a seizure. Should be able to get one more turn. And so in seizing this castle, we are able to convince Shannon to come with us. Shannon is... or Shannon. I think that's better. Shannon is the nephew to Ira, and he's the Prince of Isaac, so... The Isaacians were the ones who started this whole deal, so... yeah, it's good that we got a little bit more leverage now that Prince Shannon is on our side. Of course he is. Sigurd is the bomb. He's the man. And unfortunately, I think that ends your turn with Sigurd. So, thankfully Ira can't get to anybody on our team. She should come down the next turn, and then we should be able to acquire her. And luckily, we can actually get Azel more in the mix. I like that. Oh my goodness, this is the most successful recording I've had yet. I'm not considering them resets because they weren't game related, but I've had to re-record this part so many times. Just a bunch of outside distractions. And finally, Azel gets magic. Oh my goodness. That is fan-freaking-tastic. I feel like Finn going after the captain is just not cutting it. So... I'm gonna get Dew out of the way here. I feel like he's not super useful at this point. And I'm gonna have Lex come in here. He's gonna start off the attack of this guy. He's gonna do a ton of damage. I love the fact that Lex has got a really high attack stat, and axes are super strong in this game. I'm gonna let Finn hopefully finish this guy off with javelins. He can do just the right amount to kill this guy. He's got 2 shots. Come on. Come on, please. Perfect. We should be able to finish off our own turn. Oop. Sorry, there was a little microphone bump there. Are you kidding me? Alright, well then I guess the kill is going to go to Quan. Unfortunately, I wasn't intending to have that happen, but this guy is not living another turn. He's driving me nuts. Quan's going to get a level up out of that. Hopefully a good one. Let's see. He got skill. That's always useful for dealing with axe fighters. And this guy should be able to be cleaned up easily by Noish. Then hopefully we can have Ideen and Ethlin both heal on this turn to give them some more experience. And then next turn, we'll recruit Ira. I might actually just leave that in here because Oh no, poop. That's okay. She's healing someone. I guess that's good. I don't think Lex would have died on the next turn anyway, but if he does, then I will definitely be kicking myself in the pants for this. Ugh, that was a mistake. Whoops. A little bit of a misfire. That's alright. I don't really have anyone for her to heal that is in range that needs it. I guess she can heal Ethlyn? Her healing Dew or Ethlyn, not really going to make a difference. In this game, you can repair items, so it's not really a big deal if you have usages. I think it'd be cool is if you used the staff so many times that it gained the critical ability, and then it would like heal for twice as much or something on occasion. All right, whatever. Let's do one more turn. I'll give you guys a little bit of bonus content here, because I want to recruit Ira in this episode. I've put enough blood, sweat, and tears into this one. We gotta get there. We gotta get there. We don't have too much longer. But she's gonna see that. Alright, perfect. Ooh, and something else is going to happen. What is happening here? Huh. Maybe I'll actually say this for next time, guys. That'll be interesting. Keep you guys waiting. Leave you a little bit with a teaser. Alright, guys, I've been NChessDL6. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.